my Garbaugust pick. So hilarious, I couldn't resist. Steve Donahue actually recommended this in one of his favourite books lists, and I bought it so long ago, and I thought it's the perfect time to bring it out in Garbaugust. This Cowboy of mine. Too funny. So I thought I'd blog my experience of reading this garbage. We shall see. Oh, you can't see because the sun's setting, but the warmth is on my back as I read this Cowboy of mine. I'm this far in. It's hilarious. That's Casey. Casey's a vet. We started with the prologue, which was about 3 pages long. 15 years ago, Casey lost his mum. Now Casey's a vet. He's gone into the mountains and it's snowing. But he doesn't care. He's been into the mountains many times before. And then all of a sudden we flip to Kirby. She's going into the mountains and she wants to count the Mustangs. And she, is trekking. He's found a Mustang, an injured Mustang, an injured filly, a foal, I don't know. And so he's gone and taken care of this filly. And he's in a cave. And Kirby was just setting up for the night when she got a text from her boss saying there's a escaped convict on the loose in the mountains and she needs to get back quickly. And so she quickly packed up and she walked down and now she's hurt her ankle. It might be broken. She just fell over. Casey was asleep in the cave, but something's woken him. Could it be Kirby? Could it be the convict? The suspense. And we're only 22 pages in. This is moving fast. It's giving me lots of giggles. I love it. It's going to be a vlog full of me laughing. And I mean, every moment I can share a spoiler with you, I will, because I don't know if anybody watching this is going to be picking this up. It was her. They're in a cave together. The convict's still on the loose. There's helicopters circling. They're just staying put because the Mustang isn't well enough to walk, and neither is she because she's hurt her ankle, but he's tending to that because he's a veterinarian, you see. And she's already probed him about whether he has a wife and kids, so she's got that. I'm at the end of chapter 3. And she said, "You certainly got a way about you, Casey, don't you?" Whatever. And she held her silence, but to herself she said, "Not just with animals, Dr. Merrick. That sexy smile is guaranteed to go straight to a woman's heart, as if you don't already know that." She's falling for him in the cave. Oh my God, what's going to happen? I have to leave this riveting book and, get the fire going and move inside because it's cold and make some dinner. I will be back to Casey and Kirby and their budding romance in the cave very soon. In the morning. I've been up playing around. I don't know what I've been doing. I've been up since 3. That's the heater in the background that you're going to hear. I just searched for some romance songs on Spotify because I'm going to start my day reading about Casey and Kirby. Kirby, where are we at? I don't know where I've updated you. I think there's been an avalanche since, but they're off the mountain. They're back at the ranch where she stayed the night, in a separate room, of course. These are all grown men with professions, and his room is next door in the main house. His brother, who's married, is just up the hall. Thought that was quite interesting. People loaned her clothes, and she had a warm bath, and it's just the most polite cookie cutter family I've ever met. They've even got a chef. I think this writer likes food. Lots of talk about the food that the chef makes. He wheels in the dessert, which is a 3-tiered chocolate cake, into the drawing room where they retire to after they've eaten their dinner. But he's just driving her back to her car now. So she's had a wonderful stay with this family. I wonder what's going to happen. I must say, I'm reading books for literary prizes at the moment. And while that is my thing, I still, when I'm tired, it's like, yeah, I'm going to read the Cowboy book. Because it's just mindless, right? And a little entertaining at the same time. I can see why people do this stuff. Just the mindlessness of it. This is what I know to be true. At the author likes to put the juiciest stuff at the end of each chapter. So that was chapter 7. Let me read you that ending. She looked at their joined hands and realized that even the simple connection made her feel better somehow. From your lips, Cowboy. That's what she said to him. Trust me. That's what he said to her. He shot her a warm look that had her heart going into overdrive. Her truck just got stolen. We're thinking it's the escaped convict, which is, she left her truck, hiked into the mountains. The escaped convict. Now she's blaming herself that the convict might have, stolen a truck straight away and driven across, and they'll never catch him. It's her fault because she left her truck there. He's reassuring her. He's a good man. It's the first kiss. It's the first kiss. I'm gonna read it. The kiss deepened, and Kirby wondered if he could hear the thundering of her heart as it beat a wild tattoo in her chest. She was playing a tattoo with her impatient foot outside of her home that got ransacked by the escaped convict. Oh, he tried to move. Oh, he tried to... He tried to move. He tried to get into her bed. She says, not gonna happen, Cowboy. Good work, Kirby. Keep him on the hook. I love getting to the end of the chapter. What's it gonna say? What kind of magic did he possess? How was it that a simple kiss from that cowboy could lift her up and make her believe everything would be better tomorrow? Must be a good kisser. Morning. It's Friday morning. I spent all day out of the house yesterday, and I didn't plan to, and I didn't take my book with me. And I had the best time, but my plan was to get this finished today and to have a vlog to show you all about this. Saturday morning, there's stuff going on today, but I get to sleep in because there is no more Saturday morning sport until next winter, and that feels really good. So I'm just going to take my Saturday morning slowly. I'm just going to read about Casey and Kirby and wait for those amazing passages that make me gulp and laugh. So sorry that I'm not reading this in a more exciting place other than here so far in the vlog, but we'll see what today brings. I plan to finish this today. I have to know what happens. Fitzy just finished up his swim. This is our new pool. It's obviously not finished yet, but we're so happy to have it. reading along. I'm there. It's just garbage. It's just pure garbage. But it's easy garbage, I guess. Casey and Kirby are, trying to work out how they've fallen in love so quickly. He's gone up on the mountains to close down the shacks for the winter. She's staying home for the few days at his house because her house got ransacked by the convict. The convict's still on the loose. My prediction is Casey's going to come across the convict while he's up at the shacks. She's going to fear that she's lost him. They'll realise they're in love with each other completely, and things will turn out happily ever after. My prediction. Now Fitz is out of the pool. I'm going to go inside and cozy down and get this garbage finished. It's just the most beautiful day out here on the plains. In the cabin, up in the mountains. Hot and steamy. I never thought I'd admit this, but seeing you holding that rifle really got me hot. This is post-sex talk. So we're in the nighttime shift now of the day. Been doing stuff. I just got dinner ready, whatever, and I've still got all of this to go. I just had this reflection around, why the hell am I reading this book? It's funny, and it's something ridiculous to do, but I have so many good books waiting for me in there that I really want to get to, and I need to get to soon, and I'm reading this crap. It's so crap. But for the sake of Garbaugust and for the sake of this vlog, I'm going to continue, and I'm going to skim my way through this shit and make it to the end, and I intend to do that tonight so that this can be done and I can go back to my Cowboy instead of this guy who makes me want to vomit. Just so fucking perfect. And this author has just written him so perfect, and this family is so perfect, and everybody's so fucking perfect. Ugh, it just makes me want to vomit. Just waiting for like an old wife to come up, or something like that, and them to get stuck, and him, like something's gonna happen. But we're just cruising along. It's just so boring. He's so boring. She's so boring. Everyone's so boring. Okay, I'm going to skim. But if I come across something really ridiculous, I'll continue to let you know. Here you go. The escaped convict. Remember the escaped convict? That nobody knows where he is, and he should be long gone by now, and he stole her truck. So she goes back to her uncle's farm, which she was supposed to get, but then that all fell through with the bank. She goes back. This escaped convict stole her truck, went back to her unit or her house or whatever in town, ransacked it, and then he was gone. And then now she's gone back to her old uncle's farm, and he's in the barn at her old uncle's farm. And he's just put a gun to her head. It's up to Casey, the perfect cowboy, to save the day. Well, the best thing about this book is that there was a bonus story at the back, so I didn't have to read all the way to the end. So it made me very happy when I realised I was at the end of this god-awful story. I did this for the name of Garbaugust, and for Sian and Bert, I'd do anything, include read crappy romance like this. I started off at a bit of fun. I bought this book because it was recommended, maybe by Steve Donahue. I don't know. And then, you know, I'm with a guy and he rides horses and I thought it'd be funny and whatever. And I started off like laughing at the different lines and kind of, you know, taking it really casually. But as it crept on, this kind of anger started to fill me, like this frustration, because every character in here was so perfect. And this guy was so perfect. And they, you know, the whole family embraced this woman so perfectly. And I just feel like if a young girl is reading this crap and thinking that this is what life is like, no wonder we get brainwashed into like finding the perfect man that's going to sweep us off our feet like Casey did to Kirby. And, you know, I'm in love with Casey because, you know, he's such a beautiful, handsome cowboy and he's so good to Kirby. And, you know, I've watched some young booktubers, not about this, but fall in love with the characters. And I think this is not okay. It's not okay to present this image. It's fiction. I hear it. But young girls reading this stuff are really impressionable to think, you know, because we've already been brainwashed to find the perfect man for our lives and that that's going to fix everything. And books like this just accentuate that. Her life was a mess until him and his family came along and just, you know, held her and kept her safe. No, she can keep herself safe. She's a capable woman. She'll sort her own shit out. You just need to go off and do you. And, you know, if we decide to come together, then we'll do that. But I don't need you to save me. That's what I was screaming at this book. Stupid Casey and his stupid perfect family. So I got angry. But I don't know. And I read that this was a really famous author, New York Times best-selling. She's written over 100 novels. And that's an amazing accomplishment. It really is. This is a series. I don't know what book this is in the series, but this keeps going. All of these ideas about this perfection of a man and that the woman needs to find him to be saved. And I just think that's really damaging. But it's just a book. And one woman's trash is another woman's treasure. And it's not for me. And I will never, ever, ever again read any sort of romance book like this. This is a one-time offer because I love Shannon Byrne. There we go. This book has been sitting on my shelf for so long, so I'm really glad I finally got to it. I just decided to get worked up over nothing, but now I'm going to definitely... See, I was going to say I'm going to donate it, but I don't want anyone else to read this, especially not another woman, and think that she needs to be saved by a man. I'm going to have to let this go, aren't I? I'll work on doing that. So that's it for Garbaugust. I did it. I got infuriated. But then I guess it just confirmed that literary fiction is my sweet spot, that I like characters with real grit. I want real stories that teach me different perspectives about life, not some easy, flowing, mindless stuff. I want to be challenged in my reading. And Garbaugust has confirmed that. So there we go. There's a win. Look, I'm calming down now. So I'm going to move on very quickly from this book. But that was my Garbaugust vlog. I'll see you in the next video.